Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme, and we're continuing here in Carlingford, and you can see a wee cat there, just looking here at me. Hello. Hello, pussycat. But we're continuing here in Carlingford. You can see the mountains there. Carlingford Mountain up in the background. But where we are is we're actually at Carlingford Abbey. Great to have this, isn't it? You can see the murder hole there at the top. Big history here. Of course, Carlingford Abbey is also known as the Friary and also as the Priory. And it was a medieval Dominican abbey, and it's here in County Louth. Now, the abbey was founded by the Dominican order around 1305. And the order was named after its founder, Dominic. Dominic was born in 1170, died in 1221. So we're going to go inside here and have a wee look. So one of the best known Dominicans was actually Thomas Aquinas, who was a scholastic of the 13th century, better known as the schoolman. This is brilliant, isn't it? So the abbey remained in use until the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century under King Henry VIII. And then the abbey reopened in 1671 under King Charles II. But ownership was disputed with the Franciscans, who got there first ahead of the Dominicans. So there was a big row. Now, Oliver Plunkett, who was the then Catholic Archbishop of Armagh, he actually returned the abbey to the Dominicans. So I'm sure the Franciscans were none too happy with Oliver. That's some window. I wouldn't want to be cleaning that window. So I wouldn't. Looks like a castle, doesn't it? Rather than an abbey. Now, the abbey was relocated to Dundalk in 1777. But the abbey saw fighting during the British Civil Wars of the 1640s and the 1650s. And according to local folklore, the Cromwellian cavalry used the buildings for stabling their horses. And of course, the Cromwellian soldiers took Carlingford after they took Dundalk, I think it was, or Drogheda. I always get them two mixed up. I think it was Drogheda, if I remember rightly. I should know because I've actually done a video on it. So the abbey, again, saw action in 1689, whenever it was occupied by a Jacobite army under the Duke of Berwick. And Berwick, of course, was James Fitzjames. He was actually the illegitimate son of James II. And so his forces were retreating as the Prince of Orange, King William III's troops were advancing from the north. And so they used this. Now, it's thought that a large amount of the stones from the abbey was taken by William Stannis for the construction of Chan House in 1727, and I hope to do a wee video there later. And also get something to eat in there, because you can eat in that place. It's a restaurant today. So Chan House is a Georgian house, and William Stannis was a politician from Dublin who was of Scottish descent. This is brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. You can see the mountain there in the backdrop of the abbey. So, what I'm going to do now is take you a wee walk over here, and then we'll wrap this wee video up. That's where we were a minute ago. Look at the thickness of those walls. No wonder those buildings of bygone days stood the test of time. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So, if you're into your history, Carlingford is definitely the place to come. It's fantastic. Loads of history, loads of buildings. And you're walking through Carlingford's streets, you think you're walking back in history. But also it's got a lot for the kids as well if you're not even into history. And of course the big castle. There's a few castles. Unfortunately, Taft's Castle is getting refurbished at the minute, so we couldn't get into it, unfortunately. Or at least we couldn't get a good view of it. So there you go, folks. So thanks for watching, and God bless.